Been a long time since I have attempted to go live, but I wanted to talk to you guys about preparing for when the grid goes down. And we're going to go over a book by Tony Nestor. Let me know in the comments if you've heard of Tony Nestor. Before we get onto that, I wanted to show you all this awesome water filtration system. If you ever heard of Zero Water, I would look up research on this, and my filter base is actually cracked, so what I did is I just kind of makeshifted it. I have the filter, I have the water, unpurified water to be filtered. I put it on top of a 2.5 gallon beverage cooler, water cooler that we use. And so I'm just gonna do that. The Zero Waters are definitely top of the line. I watched a video of someone who compared about 15 different ones, including Berkey, and this one beat it on everything. This is like $15, I think, so maybe 30. Cheapest, purest water you can get. So, moving on. I'm sit down with you guys so you don't see all of my house, which is a mess. I'll get some good light going here. When the grid goes down, this is the book that I want to share with y'all. I think it's a really great book, and it covers pretty much everything. How to create a self-reliant home. And this person, Tony, is actually a full-time survival instructor. He's been teaching courses in bushcraft and survival since 1989. So pretty cool. I definitely think he knows his stuff. I would definitely suggest getting this on your, I have this on my tablet, and I have the paperback. So for me, my prepping kind of took a turn when last year, or actually this year, February, in Texas, we, sorry about that, we had no electricity when it was extremely cold, and I wasn't able to keep our house warm. I had been starting to prepare. We had no electricity in the summer a few times, 3 to 5 times, when they're doing work on the highway, getting a new highway going, and that's done now, but that was my only real experience with no electricity. And it was pretty warm, but it always came back on within, I'd say, 1 to 3 hours. You know, one time I took the boys to the lake, you know, and so, but to go 3 days in brutal cold temperatures for Texans, never heard of. A lot of us, we don't have the preps that those in the East Coast, you know, those who are used to the cold weather, you know, and it was a shock. And so it definitely made me get a lot more serious about prepping and being prepared and being self-sufficient and self-reliant. And so now, you know, we can securely and safely stay in our home. So it's just been real heavy on me to share the information for others who, you know, you don't have to live in Texas. Preparing is for life, you know. I think for life, everybody should prepare. You know, no electricity, it could be no job, you know, tight finances. So the first thing in this book on When the Grid Goes Down by Tony Nestor. how to create a self-reliant home. So the 6 keys to survival priorities. Number 1 is water. So I think I'm going to turn this around so y'all can actually see the book. And this is going to be a little backwards, so I don't think I can do it this way. Okay, it's just I feel a little awkward on the camera. Being in front of the camera is not my best. So how to create, okay, so we got 6 things here, y'all, we want to think about. Number 1 is water. Water, you cannot go 24 hours without water, y'all. So gotta have our water. Food, first aid, home security and personal defense, heating, cooling, and energy needs, hygiene and sanitation. So water, at the beginning of the live, I showed y'all the zero water filtration system. Last year we were told to boil our water, that not even a filter was good, that we should boil our water. So you want a good source of clean drinking water. If you don't have any electricity, you want to have a way to boil your water or purify your water. There's a way to purify water with bleach. You can get the purification tablets, and you want to have a stockpile of water. So it is recommended that you have, for drinking purposes, bare minimal of a half a gallon of water per person per day. You also want to think of your animals. You want to think of non-drinking water. You can go ahead and save any bottles, gallon bottles, 2-liter bottles, vinegar bottles, and fill that up with your tap water and set that aside for non-drinking water. A really good way to get free water is to set up an outdoor rain catcher system. And so that water, you could use that for animals, for cleaning, or you can later purify it. So it shows here a very big water purifier. Not purifier, but water filtration. Water, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I get so nervous in front of the camera, y'all. So, and then for food, you want, I highly recommend that you guys learn how to pressure can. I have videos on pressure canning. That has been a game changer for me this last year. I actually did a video showing that about 50% of these cans is water. So you're paying, say, $1 per can, 50 cents if you are in a, a really good deal. Half of that is going to be water. So especially think of your soups. Your soups. I was appalled and surprised at the lack of actual meat in the chicken noodle soup. So it makes a lot of sense if you're frugal, if you're cheap, if you're on a budget, low income, struggling financially, if you just like to save money, and if you like to know what's in your food, if you're health conscious, to, even if you don't have a garden set up, to go ahead and stock up your freezer and then start canning the things. Say start with chicken. Get you a good amount of chicken on sale and start and learn how to pressure can. I did a video on how to pressure can chicken. Check it out, guys. It'll change your whole it'll change your life. It'll help your budget. You're going to be able to do things that you didn't think you'd be able to do. So highly recommend pressure canning. And storing in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers in 5-gallon buckets. I did a 5-gallon bucket challenge. Check those out. Start there. Learn how to can. Get you some dry beans. Cook your dry beans up to 80%. And then can your beans. You're going to get 3 times as much in a pack of dry beans as you are in the canned beans, because the dry beans will expand 3 times. That's something I learned. I always thought, why would I want to spend the time in canning my beans when, they're like 75 cents a can? Well, because you're actually getting 3 times as much in the dry beans. So to me, that made a lot of sense because I love saving money. So if you're excited about saving money, definitely recommend pressure canning. So you want to be able to stay at your home for 2 weeks or live off of what you have in your home for a month to 3 months, just in case. You're short on money, emergency happens, you owe a tax bill and the taxes are due. That recently happened to us. We could have paid it, but kind of a little resentment and bitterness. And so I put it off, and then they sent us a letter saying that they threatened to levy our home or our assets over a $1,300 tax bill. So pay your taxes, guys. Next on the list is first aid. You guys want to be prepared, especially if you have children. I know my boys are always doing things, getting bruises and cuts and hurting each other. We go through a lot of band-aids here, so you want to use some. You can get the already made first aid kits from the store, but I highly recommend if you buy each item in bulk, you're going to get a lot more. And so put those first aid kits near your door, in your bag or purse, in your to-go bags. Have a kit in your car. Home security and personal defense. Y'all, here in Texas, we have guns. We just got a couple of guns, and I still have to learn how to shoot. I do have a BB gun right over there in the corner, actually, that I use quite often to scare off critters. But that is very important. You want to teach your children how to use those. And, one thing I wish I would have learned is how to hunt. We have deers around here, rabbits. So if you love meat and you don't, you're not able to get any from the store, you can go hunting, and you want a good security system set up. I was telling my husband that maybe if we make our yard a little junky, people will just pass us by. Well, he said I would probably go to the junkie houses to get the stuff. So I guess if they have a whole lot of stuff, you could use it. So I guess you want somewhere in between, not too neat and not too junky. Keep all your good stuff hidden away. Don't let anyone know what you really have. So that's a good thing. And make sure you have plenty of security options, proper lighting, deadbolt, solid core doors, wireless alarm system, plenty of situational awareness. So next is heating, cooling, and energy needs. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much, Heroic Prepper. Thank you. I'm very awkward in front of the camera, just to let you know. But I really thought that this book was worth getting out of my comfort zone to share. When the Grid Goes Down by Tony Nestor. It's just a wonderful book. Lots of awesome tips in here. So heating, cooling, and energy needs. With both short and long-term disasters, the grid may be down. Haha, all good. I'm too on my channel too. I will definitely check yours out for sure. Awesome. Okay. So let's see what else. We do have a solar panel. We have about $1,000 in solar, and my sister was just without electricity for a day, and we were able to let her use our power station, which is the station that your solar free electricity goes into. So they were able to charge their phones. Pretty cool. So your preps can help other people in short term, because she wasn't able to pay her electric bill. So you can actually help others with that too. You definitely want non-electric alternatives. You want backup of backup of backup. You want one, 3 different options. So solar is good, low energy, low wattage. We have a backup refrigerator that requires a lot less electricity that we can actually use on our gas generator. So you want gas, propane, solar in case electricity goes down. Hey, comment and let me know what no electricity options you guys have. Solar for sure, yeah. Solar has been a game changer. I actually, I had bought my Jackery. I have a Jackery, and actually it's over here in my corner. You can see it right there. And I set it up, you know, looked at it, and then it collected dust in my garage. No joke, for about 6 months. And then my 9-year-old son was like, you know, their homeschooling book said something about, you know, alternative or something. And he was like, hey, I want to learn about solar. And I was like, oh, wow, we actually have solar. And I felt so guilty. But after that, we took it out and we used it daily for a while until we all kind of got the hang of it. And we seen how long it would last. We were charging our phones on it and just getting familiar with it. So actually use what you buy and be familiar before you actually need it. We still have to set up our gas generator. It's very heavy. It has wheels that need to be put on it. And, you know, we just have to get it out of its box and actually set it up. So next on the list is hygiene and sanitation. Very important. I know that my germophobia definitely took over last year. And I usually am not that worried about, you know, hand sanitizer and all that. But, you know, this is pretty common sense. You want to have a way to clean everything and, you know, clean all your surfaces and all. Kill all the sick germs and take care of your immune system. That is a big thing when it comes to hygiene and sanitation is, you know, what are you putting in your body? You got to take care of your body and your immune system so it will take care of you. Definitely into natural as much as possible over chemical. All right, and that is about it, guys. I'm gonna definitely share more. I'm probably gonna do some videos on things. Please check out my videos, and thank you so much for the new sub and the like. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram, Budget Prepper Kim. I do little shorts on TikTok, and then on Facebook I have Words of Encouragement. That is a Christian encouragement. And then I have another one that I share all my preps and stuff, but I just can't think of it right now. I'll put that in the comments. And you guys have a blessed night and stay prepared. You never know when you might need your preps. Bye.